Welcome back, folks, to ChemistMania, the hottest chemistry podcast around. I'm your host, Alex Valenzula.
And I'm your co-host, Janelle Quintero. And today our chemist in the spotlight is the one and only Dr. Tebello Nyokong. She was born on October 20th, 1951, and she was raised in Mazuru, Loyoso. She was able to contribute greatly to science as a professor of chemistry at Rhodes University in South Africa.
Now, a quick background check for our listeners, and we'll touch more on this during our interview segment. Dr. Nyokong is mainly known for her groundbreaking research on photodynamic therapy of cancer, fighting against drug-resistant bacteria through alternative antibiotic therapies. With that being said, let's welcome Dr. Tebello Nyokong.
Thank you for having me. It is a pleasure to be here.
So, as mentioned earlier, you made a name for yourself through the exploration of photodynamic therapy, specifically in cancer. What are PDT's main principles, and how does it vary from traditional cancer treatments?
Photodynamic therapy, or PDT, is based on three main components: a photosensitizer, light, and oxygen. The process begins when the photosensitizer dye is administered and accumulates mainly in diseased or abnormal cells. When the targeted area is exposed to light of a particular wavelength, the dye becomes activated, which produces reactive oxygen species that destroy those cells. PDT is different from chemotherapy and radiation because it is minimally invasive and is more effective at reducing damage to healthy tissue.
For our listeners, could you explain what a photosensitizer is and what role it plays in PDT?
In simple terms, a photosensitizer is a molecule that reacts to light. In the role of PDT, it acts as the drug that is administered to the cancer patient. Once the drug is in the system of the patient, red light therapy is used to excite the photosensitizer. The energy absorbed from the light is then transferred to oxygen. The oxygen becomes highly reactive and damages nearby cells or microbes.
That's really impactful, especially considering how invasive cancer treatments can be.
So then, with your photodynamic research in mind, how has your work scientifically made a positive impact on society?
My work has contributed to developing more efficient photosensitizers and understanding how to improve their targeting.
I see. So based on your earlier explanation of PDT, photosensitizing dyes weren't always very precise in targeting cancer cells.
Right. And when these issues with accuracy became apparent, was there a moment when you realized a better alternative was needed?
Yes, that was indeed a major challenge. Early photosensitizers lacked precision because the dye could enter non-cancer cells. This pushed us to explore nanotechnology, which significantly improved the effectiveness of PDT and expanded its clinical potential. We found that gold nanoparticles were especially effective as transporters because they are stable and safe to use in the body. When combined with photosensitizing dyes such as phthalocyanines, the nanoparticles deliver the dye more selectively to cancer cells, increasing its concentration and reducing damage to healthy cells.
Regarding this use of dye, here's a fun fact for our listeners. Did you know that phthalocyanines are found in almost every type of blue dye?
It's amazing how you were able to locate the shortcomings of PDT and resolve them. In terms of this research and knowledge, what was your personal motivation or inspiration?
I have always been driven by curiosity and the desire to solve real-world problems. Coming from Lesotho, I saw firsthand the impact of limited medical resources. I also had someone as my personal motivation, my father, who was my role model and believed that education was extremely important. These motivations continue to inspire my drive today to educate and guide the future generations of scientists in South Africa.
It's powerful to hear how your lived experiences directly shape the goals of your research.
Then, considering your educational background, did you face difficult barriers in terms of education to get to where you are now?
Yes, I faced many challenges, including financial constraints and limited resources. Where my family was originally from had few educational opportunities for me because it was under the apartheid legal system, which allowed for the segregation of black children in school. The only schools available to me were for manual labor jobs, so my family decided to move to Lesotho to give me more access to education. However, the tuition was expensive, so I worked as a sheep herder at 8 years old in order to afford to go to school.
That really puts into perspective how much you had to overcome to pursue your education.
Considering that, how is your legacy being continued in the world of science?
My legacy carries on through my students, collaborations, and ongoing research. Training young scientists has been one of my greatest priorities. I have supervised over 170 PhD and postdoc students. It has been truly rewarding to see their innovations and discoveries.
Training and mentoring so many young scientists really speaks to the lasting impact of your work. And with that being said, I believe now is the best time to wrap up this podcast.
You said it, Janelle. We covered a lot of ground with Dr. Nyokong. Her journey to becoming a global chemist in photodynamic therapy is nothing short of inspiring. Your work highlights how improving cancer treatment through nanotechnology and chemistry can be used to help patients all around the world.
Thank you for sharing your research and the personal aspects that contribute to it. You've shown that resilience and representation in education truly matter.
Thank you for having me. It has been a pleasure to share my journey in research with your podcast listeners. I hope it encourages any aspiring scientist to never give up on their goal.
And to our listeners, remember, chemistry isn't just about formulas, it's about the impact it can have on the global community. Thank you again to Dr. Tebello Nyokong and everyone who helped us with this podcast, such as Amelia, Burney, and Sharon Torres, as well as Janelle, Quintero, and myself, Alex Valenzula. Stay curious, and we'll be here next time on ChemistMania.